Hello everyone and welcome to my page, Messages from Venus. This is a private client reading. This is called The Womb. And I created this reading so that I can do fortune telling with the reading. It's a spread that I can't take credit for it because it's either I choose sometimes the grand tableau to do it for a client, or the womb, which consists of the 12 houses of astrology. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one Sibylla card, one card from the Brow de Talege cards for each house. And then I'm going to choose a section for the relationship. I'm going to choose a card from here. And then your overall energy, or the energy that covers the reading, I'm going to do it with the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. So I'm going to put these down here. And I don't know, I had a strong inkling to do the 12 houses for your reading as opposed to a grand tableau. So let's get started. First of all, thank you so much for purchasing this reading, and now I'm going to get started with your reading. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. If I stay quiet, it's because I'm getting tuned. I'm going to lay out all your cards first, and then I'll give you the reading. And for those of you who are interested in this reading, once I'm done, then you guys can go ahead to my shop and just order it. I don't have any specials as of right now, but stay tuned for that. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to shuffle the Brow de Talege cards now, and then I will do your reading. So I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I am going to do the first card, which I feel like the overall energy, I'm going to do the love reading and the Keepers of the Light cards at the very end, but you have the Widower as your first card, and this represents the section of your life where it's self, life, and body. So I feel like as of right now, you are getting rid of a lot of things in your life, like a lot of weight or physical things. I feel like you have been really focusing yourself in losing weight, and just losing people. I feel like the overall energy for the Sibylla card at the very top of the deck is death. So I feel like you've been losing a lot of people in your life, and also in relationships is what I'm getting with that card. Then the next card, or the second house, you have possessions, money, material, circumstances, and livelihood. So this is your material world. So in your material world, you received the Soldier, and you received woman feminine as the overall energy. And what I'm getting from this is that you're very independent and you're taking care of yourself. You're doing everything for yourself, to yourself. There is no other person involved when it comes to your finances and your money. You're a go-getter, and you know exactly how to get your money, where to get your money, how to move to be able to get your money. But I do feel like there are certain blockages, because I feel like there's people around you that might be a little jealous of you and how you get everything that you have obtained in your life. I feel like there's people like online or maybe on social media. Maybe it's just some sort of social media. You probably get followed a lot, and people are not happy about that. You know, sometimes misery needs company. I feel like we all know how that feels when it comes to being successful and then other people seeing you rise and them not knowing what to do with that success. I also do feel like with partnerships, you being so independent has also been a problem. And I feel like either this past year or now, sometime last year in February, you've probably had to let go of a partner, a relationship that ended or that is about to end, even though I do feel like it was sometime around last month, February, or possibly last year. And the reason being is that this person felt like he was the woman in the relationship and you were just a go-getter, and he just basically didn't know how to handle that. Not because he's not a good person or your partner's not a good person, is because this person just didn't know how to handle your package or everything you have to bring to the table. Now, the third house is your local movement, short journeys, communication, school, and siblings. You have the messenger. So that's a wonderful omen to get for your third house, and opening for the overall energy. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I've been doing readings for the past 2 days straight. So what I'm getting from this is that there might be a little shyness going around, or a little shyness from you in regards to not just marketing, but expressing yourself and letting people know exactly how you feel. I feel like you're the type of person that you're kind of like an introvert at heart, and you kind of just keep things inside because you don't want to hurt other people. You don't want to be brutally honest. And sometimes I feel like you have to be brutally honest with people. If you're going to get more than what you expect, and you're, continuing your path as a go-getter, you need to be honest with people, because if you're not honest with people, they'll just be a stump or a rock on your shoe or in your shoe, and you don't want that. I don't think anybody wants that. The fourth house is home, family, roots, and parents. You have luck, which is a very good omen, and then you have direction. I feel like if you've had any certain disagreements about possibly not moving out of your home, but being on your own, if you've had certain disagreements with your family in regards to that, it'll stop. If you've had disagreements with your family in regards to you wanting to move or going elsewhere, that will stop as well. I feel like people are just concerned in your life. They're just generally concerned for you, because they want you to make the right decision. And I feel like whatever decision that is, whether it's to move to another state or another country, it'll be profitable for you and your endeavors. And your family will eventually just get over it. I feel like maybe in like the next 3 months, actually maybe like sometime between January and now, we're in the month of March, you've been thinking about making taking a risk in your life that has to do with like finances, and your family wants to be involved in every way, shape, or form. They're not trying to bombard you. They're just trying to be overprotective over you. Then you have your fifth house, which is creativity, children, romance, and entertainment, and you have nuptials. And then you have laughing as the overall energy. And what I'm getting from this is that I feel like the person that you were with before, I feel like your family was fond of them or really liked them in a way. But I feel like now it's time for you to you're basically at a crossroads when it comes to your romance. I feel like people at this very moment in time in your life need to be very aware of your emotions, because you're at a crossroads, like I said. And when a person is at a crossroads, you're getting ready to make a decision for your life, and it's going to be a life-changing decision. And I feel like in this case is either you are being in a committed relationship, or deciding to actually accept a committed relationship, or just continue to dibble and dabble with other relationships. Or if you're married, it means you're exiting this relationship if this person does not show you more signs of commitment than he or she has already. In regards to your children, I really don't get this. I don't feel any children. I don't feel like you have children of your own. Maybe like children around you, but not of your own. Um, they're not coming up in the reading, or they're not tapping into my intuition either. I also feel like with this nuptials card in regards to creativity, there is a sense where there is a lot of contracts to be signed. But before you sign these contracts, number one, know where Mercury is. Read what is not being said to you, or read between the lines, and read the small little cautions, or little, I don't even know how to call that, when they have like little, I don't know, like little notes or end notes at the bottom of contracts. That will help you a lot in deciding whether you want to move forward with contracts or not. Because I feel like you're gonna be getting a lot of offers soon. It's in increments of 3, so maybe in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. But I feel like you're gonna get the push now, so it might be either 3 weeks or 3 months from now. Then we're moving along to number 6, or the 6th house, which is health, service, work, and routine. You have requited love, and I feel like a lot of people, the overall energy, sorry about that, but the overall energy is defeat. But I feel like with this energy, you are giving a little bit more than what you should be giving to people, and to your regular everyday routine. You're doing too much, and it's kind of taking over your personal time, or to show to someone else that you care, or show that you're interested in dating somebody. So it's affecting your love life in some way, shape, or form. So you kind of have to be careful about working too much, or keeping too much of the routine is going to make things a little bit boring. The next house we have is 7th house, partners, marriage, open enemies. So you have here comforting surprise, and the overall energy is deception. And what I'm getting from this is that people in your life are going to show you their face, their true colors. They're not going to hide anything from you, and you're going to be. Some of them are going to be able to deceive you. I feel like there's like a cling or group of like either 2 or 3 people that are around you that are the type of people that know how to hide their faces very well. And I also feel like the people that you're about to enter into certain contracts with, you have to be careful with those people, because they may be giving you a face, in the contracts, but they might be feeling something totally and completely different. The next house is the 8th house, which is sex, death, inheritance, other monies, and loss. You have travel and coming out. So in regards to investments, I feel like for this month of the month of March and the month of April brings to you a time where you have to budget yourself accordingly. Because you might have to take a hit in regards to investments that you make or are planning to make. I also feel like you in your dating scene, even though the nuptial cards came out here in your 5th house, which is your house with security, children, romance, entertainment, I feel like you want something more committed, and so you're moving along to something more committed. You're trying to search for something that is a little bit more stable. But just please make sure that you are hitting the checks or hitting the checkpoints prior to going to bed or having sexual intercourse with somebody, because that person might not be the person that brings stability into your life. And also check out or protect yourself from, you know, any diseases, because I feel like you're a spiritual person and you don't really need that. You don't need those blockages in your body. And then you have the ninth house, travel, higher education, religion, spirituality, and law. And of course you have faithfulness and play. And again, I get the feeling that you're taking things a little bit too serious when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to thinking yourself a little too much. I feel like you don't really realize sometimes the type of things that come out of your mouth, or I feel like you take yourself too serious and you don't want to get out of that seriousness at all, because then you feel like people are not going to take you serious. But that's not the case. Sometimes we have to make ourselves a little bit vulnerable and just be very playful with other people, stay connected with other people. And if you are planning to travel between now and the summer, make sure that you take care of yourself, because I do sense that sometime in the summer, sometime before this year is over, you're going to take a trip somewhere, maybe like Cancun or Hawaii or something like that. Somewhere tropical. The next house is the 10th house, career, social position, dominant parent. You have the enemy. And again, well, let me give you the other card. And you have waiting as the other, as the overall energy. And what I'm feeling with this is that there's somebody in your social media or somebody in your crew that is giving you a face, and where they make you feel so comfortable. You're like, oh, this person, you would never suspect of this person, or people. You would never suspect of this, of people around you to be this conniving to you. Again, be careful with those contracts that you sign. If you're trying to get into a partnership with a friend, make sure this friend is somebody that you can trust. If not, you can always come to me and I'll give you the 411 with the cards. Then the next house is your 11th house, which is friendships, associations, and aspirations. You have the young girl. And the overall energy is trading and exchanging. And what I'm getting from this is that I feel like you're exploring yourself, limitations. So you don't want to, I feel like at this very moment in time, you don't want to stop yourself from exploring other means of, number one, making money, and number two, marketing yourself. You don't want to do that. I feel like you've been talking or like trading certain things with people. Of course, trading and exchanging are here with other people, and that brings you some sort of abundance or gratification. And for the last card, we have Great Consolación, or Great Consolation. And we also have No and Never. And for this house, this is the 12th house, this is hidden matters, the unconscious, clandestine relationships, secret enemies, and disclusion. Now, I have intuitively with this deck is that you feel like you will never be as successful as you want to be. That is your feeling. It is a lie. It is your ego trying to test you to see if you really want it, if you really want to move forward with whatever endeavor it is that you're trying to do with yourself, or whatever it is that you want to do. Just know that at the top of the deck of the Bra de Talej, you have richness, which lets me know that you will be victorious, and you will have the Midas touch. When it comes to everything, will turn into gold. Just give it time, have patience, and everything will be as it should be, exactly and specifically for you. When it comes to money, I feel like you have like your very highs and your very lows. There's never an in-between. And I feel like you're ready to experience the in-between, but I don't think it's quite time there as of yet. So be careful into rushing into signing contracts just because you know I need to make money now. Do things because you love them, not because you want to make money right now. The greatest gratification that you will have is your accomplishments. Don't ever tell yourself that you will never amount to anything, or that you will never reach a certain goal, because you're setting yourself up for failure, telling yourself that. Now, the overall energy here is, this is Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So again, if you have to leave people, if you have to stop talking to people, if you have to continue on without other people in your life, or the opinion of those people in your life, continue on without their opinion, because at the end of the day, it is your experience. And be patient when it comes to money. This entire card is divine order. Everything happens when it should be, and you will have everything that you need exactly when you should. And the overall energy for your love life is forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too short, precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. This is the card. So whatever has happened with this last relationship that you were with, or last person that you've dated, let it go. You're moving on to better things. I feel like you're just traveling along in life, about to meet other people. And if it's a partner that you already have, maybe a boyfriend or a girlfriend that you have, try not to focus on the negative aspects of your partner, because that's what's going to amplify. Whatever you focus yourself on will be amplified. So I hope you and everyone else that has viewed this reading has enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think. If you have any questions, you can always send me a message on my Etsy, or comment below. Any of you guys that are interested in this reading, you guys can go ahead to my Etsy shop and purchase it. And with that being said, love and blessings to you and yours. Bye.